Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bridgestone, passion for excellence.
Here are today's top headlines. Ford loses money, but not as much. Chrysler prepares for Chapter 11, and hybrids will have to be noisier. Up next, we'll be back with the news behind the headlines. This is Autoline Daily for Friday, April 24th, 2009, and now the news. And good news it is. Ford only lost $1.4 billion in the first quarter. Yes, as strange as it seems, that is good news. That's about half of what it lost this time last year. Yet the company's revenue dropped by more than $14 billion. But even though revenue dropped, the company didn't lose as much, which is thanks to lower interest payments, lower labor costs, and a lot of internal cost cutting. The company also increased its cash position by more than $7 billion, but that came from tapping into its line of credit. The Obama administration is preparing a Chapter 11 bankruptcy for Chrysler, the New York Times reports. It would protect pensions and health care costs for UAW employees. That's going to put pressure on Chrysler's debt holders because the union is now somewhat protected if the company goes into bankruptcy. Those debt holders just rejected the government's latest deal, and a counteroffer is expected soon. Meanwhile, more drama between Volkswagen and Porsche. According to Autoweek, VW's supervisory board is considering a reverse takeover of Porsche to relieve the company of the debt it acquired when taking out loans to purchase Volkswagen. Porsche revealed it has 9 billion euros in debt, or about $11.7 billion, but said dividend money that it's going to receive from VW and its own operating profit would be able to cover this year's payment. Last week we showed you a Geely shown at the Shanghai Auto Show that was obviously a Rolls-Royce knockoff. Now, according to the UK's Telegraph, it looks as though the British car maker may take legal action. The company has consulted lawyers and said it is keeping its options open. Hey, if you're riding dirty, we've got some good news. The LA Times reports that the U.S. Supreme Court has put some new limits on police searches. Until now, law enforcement has been able to search a vehicle without a warrant if the driver or a passenger was arrested. But in a 5-4 decision, the court overturned a 1981 opinion allowing this. It's the view of the court that merely arresting a driver does not provide a police entitlement to search a vehicle without a warrant. Under the new decision, officers can only search a vehicle if weapons are potentially within reach of the suspect, or if they believe the car contains evidence related to the arrest. U.S. Senators John Kerry and Arlen Specter have introduced a new pedestrian safety bill. It aims to protect people from getting hurt or killed by silent-running hybrids and electric vehicles. The proposed legislation would require the government to conduct a study on how to protect people from this potential danger. As we've reported, Lotus is already tackling this problem by developing external vehicle speakers. Coming up next, a preview of this week's Autoline Detroit. We'll be back right after this.
Changing tires out here could be dangerous, but with these tires, I don't need to worry.
Bridgestone.
This week on Autoline, I'm joined by Johan de Nijssen, the president of Audi North America, and by Scott Burgess of the Detroit News and David Welch of Business Week. In the following preview, Johan talks about Audi's participation in motorsports.
I think one of the challenges for us is the fact that the American Le Mans series, although it is actually very, very popular and has seen growing acceptance and coverage and spectator numbers, the mainstay of US racing is, of course, NASCAR. And NASCAR is at the antithesis of Audi. And we will continue to be a company that is involved in high-tech forms of motorsport. And at the moment, that means the American Le Mans Series. We have a temporary intermission, if you like, in our involvement in the program this year due to the economic environment. But motorsport is part of our heritage. It's who Audi is. I don't subscribe to this idea if you race or win on Sunday, you sell on Monday. But it gives you credibility for your brand claim. And in actual fact, there is a lot of technology that gets developed for the race cars that eventually finds their way into the road cars. And it's part of what we do. And so I think it does resonate well for us. We have certainly captured quite a sizable following of enthusiasts through our Le Mans program. It's part of making the brand popular. And I look forward to us getting back into the program.
As always, you can watch the rest of this episode of Autoline on our website right now. And if you can't get enough of the show, check out the extra. It's an internet-only edition to Autoline. And now I need to announce the winner of this week's trivia contest. We challenged you to tell us what the letters for the acronym SPC stands for. It's commonly used in automotive manufacturing, and the correct answer is Statistical Process Control. As always, my crack team has randomly selected today's winner from the pool of correct responses. And the winner is Lou Barish of Delanco, New Jersey, or Delanco. Not sure how to say that. But anyway, congratulations, Lou. You've just won a leather-bound notebook emblazoned with the Lincoln logo. And that's it for today's top news in the global automotive industry. Don't forget you can get podcast transcripts and more at our website, AutolineDaily.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Visit our website for even more great content all week long. Autoline Extra, Dawn's Journal, podcasts, and even more. So click over and get the inside view at AutolineDetroit.tv.